Good morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 8. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson Principles and the Process of Biotechnology. Dear students, in the previous video class, we have seen tools for genetic engineering. The genetic engineering required for three important basic tools. One is the enzyme and vector, and the last one is the host organism. Out of these three basic tools, enzymes are very much essential for genetic engineering method. These enzymes are three. One is the restriction enzyme, DNA ligase, and alkaline phosphatases. Out of these three, restriction enzyme only play an important role, which is divided into exonucleases and endonucleases. Then, based upon the characteristic feature, it is divided into three classes, that is type 1, type 2 and type 3 are the different classes of restriction endonucleases, and also this enzyme is known as molecular scissors because this enzyme, which is used to cut the DNA into number of fragments. Then we have seen how to name the restriction endonucleases. It has certain procedure. For example, E core 1, E is the first letter denoted as an genus name, followed by small letter CO is known as species name of a organism, and R, it's said to be the strain of an bacterium, and last the numeral Roman numeral number is denoted as an place of an enzyme discovered in that region. That is the steps involved in writing the restriction endonuclease process. Then we have seen DNA ligase, which is used to join the DNA fragments to form newly formed rDNA organism or recombinant DNA organism. The another one, alkaline phosphatase. So this enzyme, which is used to add or remove the phosphate group in the 5 to 3 strand and 3 to 5 strand direction. 5 strand, it contains phosphoric acid group, and 3 strand which contains hydroxyl group. Both of them join together to form a phosphodiester end with help of the enzyme is known as alkaline phosphatase. So these are all the different activities of enzymes which is responsible for genetic engineering. Up to this only we have seen in the previous video class, and also we have seen the characteristic features of vectors and the properties of vectors. The three basic features of the vectors are origin of replication or ORI, then selectable marker or suitable marker. The next one is the cloning site or restriction site. Dear students, in this video, we are going to continue the another topic, that is types of vector. Dear students, see the diagram is the bacterial cell which contains bacterial chromosome and extra chromosome known as plasmid. The net-like structure which is present inner side of the bacterial cell wall is known as bacterial chromosome, which is circular in nature. Apart from that, another red color circular structure which contains double-walled membrane is known as plasmid. They are known as extracircular chromosomal region with a double membrane known as plasmid. So this plasmid only act as a vector. Dear students, what is vector? Vector is a cloning vehicle which carries the DNA fragment from one organism to another organism, and also it has the capacity to replicate by itself. That means to produce more number of vector copies or clones, and also make the DNA or DNA insert into the host organism and make the rDNA to multiply more in number. That is the activity of vector in genetic engineering process. So this vector is divided into different types. First, we are going to see the characteristic feature of plasmid. It's an important, very, very important 3-mark question. Write a short notes on plasmid. Now only I told you, plasmids are extra chromosomal, self-replicating, double-stranded. I told you, 2 membrane. I told you, isn't it? There is a double-stranded, circular DNA molecules found in the bacterial cell in addition to the bacterial chromosome. So that is the answer for what is plasmid. Plasmids are extra chromosomal, self-replicating, what is that one? Multiplication, double-stranded, circular DNA molecules found in the bacterial cell in addition to the bacterial chromosome. So this plasmid, which contains the genetic material to replicate by itself. That means to produce more number of vectors because it has a genetic material. Dear students, now we are going to see different types of vector or plasmid. Both of them same only, isn't it? The other name of vector is plasmid or cloning vector or cloning DNA is the other name of vectors. So the plasmids are the vectors, cloning vectors, which are transporting the rDNA fragments from one organism to another. So different types of vectors is there or plasmid. First one is the PBR plasmid, 322 plasmid. Dear students, kindly note it down in your textbook. It's a very, very important 3-mark and 5-mark question. For biobotany students, it will come for the 3-mark question. For pure science students, it is 5-mark question. So put important marks in your textbook, and also it's a book back question. Write a short notes on PBR 322 plasmid. What is PBR 322? Each and every letter which denotes certain things. Dear students, it is a reconstructed plasmid and also most probably using the cloning vector out of different types of vectors. This PBR 322 is most probably useful in the or used in the genetic engineering method as cloning vector. This PBR 322 contains 4361 base pair. Dear students, in the previous video class, based upon the base pair only, we are classified the restriction enzyme into type 1, type 2 and type 3. Out of these 3 classes, type 2 which contains 4 to 6 base pairs. So that this type 2 only used in the genetic engineering method. And also HIND2 is another restriction enzyme which contains 6 base pair, so that this one also used in the genetic engineering method. So the vector PBR 322 which contains 4361 base pair is the important 1 mark question. Okay. Then in the name of PBR 322, P denoted as an plasmid. Then B and R is denoted as an scientist who discovered this cloning vector named Bolivar and Rodriguez. So P for plasmid, B and R are denoted as an scientist name who discovered this cloning vector, B for Bolivar and R for Rodriguez. And also the number 322 is the number of plasmid which is developed from the laboratory, that is produced from the laboratory. How many numbers of plasmid vectors, that is PBR vectors, are produced? 322 cloning vectors are produced in the laboratory. So that's why the name is said to be PBR 322. Not only that, it contains 2 antibiotic resistant genes known as AMP-R and TET-R. R for resistant genes. The name of the genes are AMP and TET. So AMP means ampicillin resistant gene. TET means tetracycline resistant genes. That means this region with the genes of cloning vector PBR 322 contain resistant gene named AMP-R and TET-R, AMP for ampicillin and TET for tetracycline. Then this PBR 322 which contains several recognition site for restriction enzyme. Example, HIND3, ECOR1, BAMH1, SOL1, PVU2, PST1, CLA1. So these are all the different recognition sites for restriction enzyme. Another one, a vector means it has the 3 features, isn't it? One is said to be origin of replication, ORI. Another one is the selectable marker. Third one is the cloning site. So this PBR 322 which contains many antibiotic resistant gene and recognition sites for several restriction enzyme. ORI and antibiotic resistant genes are present. And also, apart from that, they are having the protein substance called ROP, ROP. ROP code involved in the replication of the plasmid. ROP code are the protein substance which are responsible for the replication of the plasmid. So this is the characteristic feature of PBR 322 plasmid. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the PBR 322. It is made up of with double-stranded extra chromosome which is present in the bacterial cell. Here in the outer surface, it consists of restriction site, many restriction site, that is ECOR R1, HIND3, BAMH1. Then the pink color which is denoted as an two different antibiotic resistant gene named AMP-R and TET-R. Then green color ORE, that is origin of replication site. In this site only the rDNA as well as the vector or a plasmid is also going to be replication. Then the yellow color one is said to be the ROP code which contains protein molecule responsible for the replication, that means multiplication of plasmid. Dear students, write your short notes on PBR 322 The answer is you have to write the entire PBR 322 paragraph along with this diagram. Diagram carry for 2 marks, then notes for 3 marks. So it's a very, very important 5-mark question. I hope you have all understood what is PBR 322 plasmid. Then the other type of plasmid is said to be TI plasmid. T for tumor, I for inducing. So the full name of this plasmid is tumor inducing plasmid or TI plasmid. Dear students, this plasmid which is present in the bacteria named Agrobacterium tumefaciens is important. 1 mark question. How PBR 322 is very, very important question. Likewise, TI plasmid is also book inside important 3 mark and 5 mark question. Write a short notes on TI plasmid. So dear students, this TI plasmid is found in the bacteria named Agrobacterium tumefaciens, which is located in the soil. That is soil inhabited bacteria. So this bacteria which is responsible for inducing tumor. Tumor means a small pustule like a cancer producing in the animals and human beings. This bacterium which are producing cancer like disease known as tumor in the dicot plants. Okay. So this plasmid carries the gene is known as TRA gene. Transfer means tRNA gene which helps to transfer the tDNA from one bacterium to the other bacterium or plant cell. So the Agrobacterium tumefaciens which contains TI plasmid. This TI plasmid carries the TRA gene, that means transfer gene, which helps to transfer tDNA from one bacterium to the another bacterium or the plant cell. So this TI plasmid which contains a gene is known as ONC gene, which is responsible for oncogenicity. Oncogenicity means a gene which is causing the cancer. That's why I told you tumor. Okay. So cancer causing gene is also present in the TI plasmid named ONC gene. So 2 gene we already seen. So one more gene is said to be TRA gene or transfer gene which carries the tDNA from one bacterium to the another bacterium or plant cell. This TI plasmid which contain other gene is known as ONC gene for oncogenicity. That means tumor causing or cancer causing gene. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the tRNA region at the center. This is also a vector or a plasmid. It's a double stranded. Then they are having different region. The pink color is known as usual, the general feature of vector, that is origin of replication. Then they are containing the growth promoters, that is auxin and cytokinin. The red color is known as auxin, then the green color is known as cytokinin. Auxin responsible for cell enlargement or elongation. Cytokinin responsible for cell division. Then they are having the yellow color region is known as opin. Then the sky blue color or that is peacock color is known as virulence region. Virulence region only means in this region only the disease causing germs are enter into the plasmid. Virulent means disease causing. Okay, poisonous. So through this region only the disease causing genes are enter into the plasmid. Another one, the chemical substance known as opin catabolism, that means breaking down of opin is taken place, the region is known as opin catabolism. So this is the structure of Ti plasmid. Dear students, the Ti plasmid consists of two genes. One is the TRA gene, which is transfer tDNA from one bacterial cell to another bacteria. The another gene is known as ONC gene for oncogenicity. That means causing tumor or cancer in the plant or bacterial cell. Then it contains the region of ORI, that means origin of replication, and INC gene, INC. INC gene means incompatibility. What is that one? Incompatibility. Dear students, the INC gene for incompatibility, that means this region is unable to cooperate with the other organism. That region is known as incompatibility region, which contains the INC gene. The tDNA, that means tumor inducing DNA of Ti plasmid, is integrated with the plant DNA. So normally the tumor inducing DNA, it should be transferred by inserting the another DNA or foreign DNA by a vector is known as Ti plasmid, which is present in the Agrobacterium tumefaciens bacteria. So for this Ti plasmid present in the Agrobacterium tumefaciens, this one is very much important for the plant breeding process, because they are producing the gene with desirable character of a plant in plant breeding method. So this plasmid is known as Ti plasmid or tumor inducing plasmid. Next, we are going to see transposon as vector. Transposons, which means mobile elements or moving elements. The elements which are transposable from one region to another region, those elements are known as mobile elements or transposons. So these transposons are DNA sequence able to, dear students, the transposons as a vector, they are otherwise known as walking gene or jumping gene. So these vector which are containing the transposable element or mobile element, they are containing the DNA sequence. This DNA sequence has the capacity to insert itself to a new location in the genome of other organism without any sequence relationship with the target locus of a plant or an organism. Hence, these transposons are called walking genes or jumping genes. What is that one? They are having the special DNA sequence which can able to insert by itself into the new location in the genome. New location is, what is that one? Host organism of a genome without any sequence relationship in the target locus gene. So that these vectors are known as jumping or walking gene. They used as a genetic tools for analysis of gene protein function. So this jumping gene or walking gene or transposons are responsible for the analysis of gene and protein function. Analysis of gene and protein function that produce newly formed phenotype on host cell. That is, it changes the morphological character of the host organism. These transposons are well studied in the plant is known as Arabidopsis thaliana, thale crus or mouth's ear crus, and bacteria is known as Escherichia coli. So these two plants, there is bacteria and plants only, showing this walking gene or jumping gene which contains special DNA sequence and able to insert by itself into the target gene loci. That's why it is known as jumping gene or walking gene without getting any relationship between the host cell or a target cell. Then there is the genetic tool for gene and protein analysis. With help of this analysis, they can able to produce newly formed organism with a peculiar phenotype. So this was observed in Arabidopsis thaliana and Escherichia coli bacteria. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the transposon vector. They are containing transposon region, that is two yellow color marking with center orange color. So that side interrupted DNA sequence with this pink color. So this transposon located in the left side directly inserted into the target DNA without making any relationship. They are transposing the DNA fragments or sequence. That's why it is known as walking gene or jumping gene or transposons. Dear students, like PBR 322, this transposons is also very important 3 mark and 5 mark question. Write your short notes on walking gene. Write your short notes on jumping gene. Write your short notes on transposons. These are all the different questions will come for the question paper. Dear students, up to this we have seen different types of vector, PBR 322, TI plasmid and transposon vector. Dear students, some important notes is also given about walking genes. These walking genes involves in the complete sequencing of large, more than 1 gigabyte stretches of DNA. That means they are completing their jumping sequence of large means what is that one? More than 1 gigabyte stretches of the DNA. Is an important 1 mark question. That is said to be walking genes. Next, you are going to see another vectors, that is expression vector. So in the previous video class, we have seen vectors are divided into two types. One is the cloning vector, another one is the expression vector. Cloning vector means they are used to insert the DNA into the host cell. But expression vectors means how this DNA which is inserted into the host cell producing the protein molecule inner side of the host cell. That is denoted by the vector is known as expression vector. Now we are going to see the expression vector. So these are all the vectors expressing the foreign protein are called expression vector. So foreign protein means what is that one? They are inserting the foreign DNA into the host cell. How this foreign DNA which are producing protein molecules that should be expressed by a vector is known as expressing vector. So these vectors consist of signals for two processes in protein synthesis. What are the two processes taken place in protein synthesis? We have seen in the previous lesson. Transcription and translation. Transcription means how DNA, which are producing the mRNA strands in the nucleus. Then the translation means the mRNA which is produced in the nucleus, which is entered into the cytoplasm through nucleopore, and they are joined with the ribosome and produce different amino acid sequence. Finally, they are producing the protein. So that this expression vector consists of different signals for protein synthesis process such as transcription and translation in the host cell. And also these vectors help to produce foreign protein in large amount. Not only that, they are giving signals to the DNA fragments to produce protein. These vectors also producing large amount of proteins. Example, PUC19, P for plasmid, and UNC are the different scientist name. The 19 is the number of a plasmid produced in the laboratory. Okay. See, this is the structure of expression vector. They are having the different signaling sites. The expression vectors contain operator or operon sequences that allow inserted DNA to be transcribed and translated. So see, the orange color region is known as operator or operon sequence, which insert the DNA molecule inner side of the vector and make the DNA to transcription and translation process. Then the bacterial promoter sequence is also there, P. That is said to be the yellow color region. So promoter and operator is also taken place. The second one, they also include sequences that regulate turn on and turn off the desired gene. So that means they are selecting the particular gene to induce the protein synthesis process, that is said to be turn on. Once they have produced the protein, they are stops the protein synthesis process, that is said to be turn off. That is also taken place by the particular gene. Then, as usual, the vector contain three features. ORI, origin of replication, is taken place in this region. Then transcription initiation sequence is taken place in the region which is denoted as in green color, and the violet color is said to be they are binding to the ribosome. There is mRNA strand binding to the ribosome. Then restriction site is also there. Then initiation of transcription, which is end in the termination sequence, is known as transcription. Then selectable genetic marker, that is antibiotic resistant region, which is blue in color. Gene encoding repressor and binds O and regulates the P. So these are all the different signals which is given by a expression vector for translation and transcription process to produce the protein molecule in the DNA fragments, and also this expression vector also producing its own protein molecule. Those vectors are known as expression vector, which is present in the E. coli bacteria. Dear students, up to this we have seen different types of vectors. Remaining we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.